It begins in July 1994, at the legendary Marathon des Sables in Morocco, often called the toughest foot race on earth. Among the runners was 38-year-old Mauro Prosperi, an Italian pentathlete and former police officer, determined to finish the grueling roughly 150-mile course across the Sahara Desert. For most, it's a brutal test. For Mauro, it became a life-or-death ordeal. By day 2, everything changed. A freak sandstorm whipped him off track. Runners disappeared in the swirling dunes. Visibility dropped to zero. Mauro knew he was lost. He stumbled forward, hoping to see camp lights, but found only endless desert. At some point, the storm passed. He realized he'd lost days, but he pressed on, hunting for a marker, a clue, a path home. Days turned into nearly 10 without rescue. He had little food, just a few energy bars, no water. Sunshine by day burned his skin to blistered red. Nights plunged freezing cold. He knew his only chance was to survive until help came. He drank his own urine. Then, as it ran out, he pressed his shirt to absorb dew and wrung it into his mouth. He began eating scorpions 2 at a time, chewing them raw. He found beetles, lizards, and plant roots squeezed for moisture. One day, miraculously, he stumbled on an oasis puddle. His throat was so swollen he could barely drink. It took hours to sip enough to stop fainting. He buried himself in sand at night to preserve warmth. During the day, he walked until he could barely stand. He lost over 16 kilograms, 35 lb, his body a faded memory. He hallucinated voices in the dunes. He talked to imaginary companions. He realized he might never make it out. Then, on day 9, the impossible happened. He discovered tracks, goat droppings, then footprints. He followed them until he stumbled into a Tuareg nomad camp. A young girl ran when she saw him, but soon helped him drink more water. They saved his life. He was airlifted out, revived, reunited with family. Every organ tested normal, but his body had endured the Sahara's wrath and survived. Some doubted his tale. How could a man walk 100 kilometers in desert without water? But local rescuers, medics, and the nomads confirmed every step. A documentary aired on National Geographic, and Netflix's Losers told his story. He wrote about it in Quay 10, Journey Older La Vida, those 10 days beyond life. Mauro lived to see his story inspire millions. He was called the Robinson Crusoe of the Sahara, a man lost in a nightmare, yet returned alive. He relived each hallucination, every sip of sand-soaked dew, every sandstorm, then shared it with the world. Can you imagine? 10 days lost, no water, no compass, no hope.